Thank you for listening back into the Walk On Pod. We have another very fun episode coming here today. We have my old teammate, old roommate, and a close friend of the pod, Nik Mains, with us today. Nikki, how we doing, man?
Going good out
Honey
here in
Mains.
Flagstaff,
What up?
Arizona, baby.
Yeah, Nick's living life. No, but Nick's gonna be another fun, lighthearted episode. But Nick does have a really cool story that he doesn't like to share too often. So hopefully he uses his platform to kind of get it out there. But yeah, if you want to take it and go with that, and then we'll roll from there, Nick.
All right, sounds good. So just to start, I was in my high school years. I was committed to Air Force Academy, my first going to go prep year there, and then like the day before in processing was over in the summer. What was happened? I had my lung collapse. And it collapsed over. I would say I was training with a collapsed lung for like a week. So I had a collapsed lung, got in Colorado Springs, went to the hospital there in Colorado Springs, fixed it, drove all the way home, took a prep year, and then decided to walk on at NAU.
Too tall. You too tall to fly a damn plane anyway.
Yeah, no, I mean I wasn't allowed to. So when your lung collapsed, I actually collapsed twice, and then I got surgery, and then I took the prep year, and then decided to walk on NAU. So eventually earned a scholarship after my third year, and then it was it was my third year, and then it was on my last year.
Yeah, now he's big time.
So,
Was it? I thought it was our second year.
I think it happened in the middle of our second year, and then we got it
At the start of our third year.
Yeah. So,
But yeah, I like how casually Nick says that. He's like, "Yeah, I had a collapsed lung. Then I just decided to walk on to another Division One. Like it's so
Very Owen-esque
yeah.
storytelling.
No, and I
Yeah.
remember when Nick and I first got to NAU. Well, Nick also like I don't know. This might be a little out of his comfort zone, just being on here with us because Nick doesn't like to talk too much. Like the first month that we were there, I think Nick and I like rarely exchange words, and then like we just like laugh. Nick watched The Office actually the first month we were there. I remember
finished The
that.
Office in like 2 weeks.
That's how you bond.
Summer.
That's how you bond with
Great
Luke.
connection right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I would just see him laughing over there. I was like, "What episode you on?" Like that was the content of our conversations. But
Nick,
twin
which character does Luke most
Resemble?
connect with? No, not resemble physically. Personality connect with on The Office.
I was not expecting that question.
like I said, I put you on the spot, man. There's one right answer.
It's not who Nick. It's not who Luke hopes it is.
I like Jim.
Let's go, Nick. See, this is why me and Nick are so close.
The correct answer was Creed, but nice
No.
try.
I thought you were gonna say Dwight, Jared.
I thought he was gonna say Dwight too.
I was gonna say Dwight. I was thinking about Dwight for sure, but
Luke is not as aggressive as Dwight.
Yeah,
that's true.
You're more of a Dwight guy.
Yeah, definitely.
That's pretty close. Yeah. Take that.
Yeah. So I remember that first month though. Nick and I were there, and we had a third roommate, but he was never in the room with us. But it was literally just us two in our little summer dorm, and like we'd be like, "Yo, you want to go shoot? Yeah. I guess we have nothing else to do." And like Nick and I would go get our extra shots up and all this. And yeah, Nick's a humble kid. Nick's one of the best shooters I've ever played with. I know Tommy can attest to that.
I don't want to talk about Nik Mains hitting threes.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all got fried, Tommy?
Nik Mains hit an absolute dagger in Pocatello
He had a
last
front
year.
row show.
I had a
Money
front
Man
row
show.
seat to a right wing dagger through the heart. Yeah, Nick's got a clip. That's 100% a fact.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Nick, I want to talk about our redshirt year a little bit. Because I feel like that's where, for me at least, that was kind of where I kind of felt like we were gonna have a part on that team, and like we proved ourselves, and like we grew a lot. So I just want you to touch on kind of how that year was.
No, I think that really opened up my eyes. I'm probably opened up yours as well. Just like knowing that like we can play with these dudes, and like we're as good as these dudes, and we should earn a spot on this I mean, just playing time. Like, I just think like those redshirt years and being able to play with our GAs, which was Darius and Coach G or Galen, and I think their mentorship and leadership really helped me as well. Always talking to me whenever I was feeling down or whatever, especially in some of those drills that we would have to go through and battle. So I think it was a very eye-opening experience for me. So
Yeah, that's well put. I remember Coach G used to press your buttons better than
yeah.
anyone. Yeah, Nick would.
Coach
Nick,
G's
like
a good kid.
bro, because you would never talk trash or anything, and he'd be like, "Yo, Nick, bro, you're killing him. What do you gotta say?" And he'd really try to fool him. It was so funny. It was
Yeah.
so funny.
Nick's just standing there stone faced, just three after three after three.
Bro, I remember
Yeah.
there was one scout. I don't you might remember the exact scout it is, Nick, but Nick went crazy. Like it was a pick and pop 4 scout, and Nick was the guy. And literally it might have been Dean Wade. Was it the Dean Wade scout?
Oh, the Kansas State, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Nick was
Just
going
kind of look alike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, everything was run through them. Or run through him.
Yeah.
And then I remember because we would do full scrimmages, scout team versus normal team, like the day
Yep.
before the game. And we were a really good scout team, but Nick was going crazy this day. And like he would, like you said, Tom, he'd hit it and just trail back on defense.
Yeah.
You know, that changes now.
How
Nick,
mad was Murph? Was Murph was he livid or what?
Some practices it was him and Coach Dunn. They would just be like, I've never seen a scout team dominate the starting 5 as much as you guys do.
Yeah.
It was
so funny.
Trot the scout team out for the games, let them run their plays.
I know.
Bro, Coach Dunn used to always pull us to the side. You were gonna hit that shot, right? It's like Coach Dunn. Like, don't get any ideas.
During the games.
Yes.
All right.
I remember it was
So great.
I vividly
is so
remember at
great.
ASU. It was at ASU. It was like that was what our second game of the season that year.
Yeah,
We were
probably. Yeah, because we went right to Kansas State after that. So
Yeah, we were getting
Oh.
cooked, and yeah, Coach
it
Dunn
was
was
U
like,
of A, ASU.
yeah, that was a tough opening. Oh, that was after we lost to Embry Riddle too. Not our best moments.
That was a
What?
rough year.
Yeah.
Somehow
I don't know why
beat
you
Sac
said
State,
that out
though.
loud. Yeah,
What?
It's public like info. Anyone can go
but
look
no
up
one.
and
But
see.
that could have got forgotten.
Yeah.
5 years ago.
I'll
Did
never
you just?
I'll
I didn't
never
even know
forget.
that.
I actually just remember that now. Yeah, it was like school that didn't even have campus.
They were frying us.
Oh my gosh.
Bunch of high school kids cooking us.
They had a kid that transferred out of NAU that was playing, and he went
Yeah.
nuts, and you could tell it was like
He
the
was
best
like-
night of his life.
That was personal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nick, I have a question just since we're talking about the redshirt year and scout team and stuff
Yeah.
like that. What do you feel like the biggest benefit of the redshirt year was for you and like playing scout team and like what do you think that did for you moving to now?
I definitely got my confidence up. And then it also taught me, like when I was talking about earlier, Coach G, when he was teaching me, I've used those habits and done the same for the freshmen that have been coming in and teaching them as well. And then, well, yeah, increasing my confidence for sure. Because I didn't shoot much when I was, especially in like open gyms in that first year. I'd be on the sideline, just run down the court and play defense. I was just out there running, some would say.
Track practice is what we call that.
Yep.
Track practice.
Yeah, and well, Coach Sanchez put us through some of the craziest like running shooting drills ever.
Who was this? So yeah, Coach Sanchez, I mean, all of our drills were like running, getting shots up, running. So yeah.
Yeah, put that in combination with you banging with Coach G in the post every day. That's definitely gonna get your confidence.
Yeah.
Did you I had one more quick one on that. Nick, I know in the beginning, first couple of years, you probably weren't playing as much as you wanted to play. Did you ever think about actually like transferring and stuff? Obviously, you graduated, had 2 years left, similar to Luke. Did you
Yeah.
ever like entertain that idea?
I've always thought about it. Like I've thought about it, but I just feel like starting over with a new team and meeting new guys and getting accustomed to the coaching staff. And I always have, like, the coaching staff here always had trust in me, so I really appreciated that, and it really helped me. And then just like those thoughts of like, what if I don't even play as much as I would here, and that kind of stuff. So
Yeah,
I've thought about transferring, but it wasn't like never a full go for me.
for sure.
His heart's in Flagstaff.
Yeah, exactly.
He's kind of big time now.
Something about that elevation.
Elevation's tough.
Is he gonna be? He's gonna be on all the banners on the poles
He
around
should
school
be.
now, or what?
6-year
He
legend.
should be. He should
Yeah,
be. Someone
I
else's
wish.
will
I wish.
we'll keep the name who's on the banners right now quiet, but there's someone else up there. But Nick, actually, before we get too ahead in your career here, I want you to name off some of the schools that you had a chance to walk on to, and then talk about why you chose NAU.
Yeah, so the prep year was very interesting because we was part of Aspire Academy, and every day we had coaches coming in. I would scrimmage on we were the post grad team. We would scrimmage the high school team, and we had coaches coming in every single day. And I had, like, one day Clemson was in there and they wanted me to walk on. I had Rutgers, Nevada on calling. Like, as soon as I said I was just gonna walk on at NAU, that's when everyone started texting me and calling me and saying, like, oh, you should totally walk on here and that kind of stuff. And I don't know, NAU was always close to home for me, and seemed really, I always wanted to be closer to home. And I thought, I came up here, played a little, and I thought, like, I could definitely try and help this team win, and definitely try and be able to play. I think this was my best opportunity to be able to play at Division I and show what I had. So
Yeah, I remember one of the first times Nick told me that, he was like, yeah, like, could have gone to Clemson, could have gone to Rutgers and walked on too. I was like,
Real
what?
casual.
Yeah,
Right.
but like from Luke's perspective, I can
It
only
was
imagine.
nuts.
Luke's like, why is this guy here with me right now?
I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
I could have been the manager at so and so.
It's
So
two young 18-year-olds. Nick's just name dropping Clemson. Luke's like, what?
it's like, yeah, I was gonna go to FLC actually.
It's gonna be a Falcon for a year.
I don't know if you know about them, but they're big time.
They actually have
Shout
crazy
out-
nice facilities.
Shout out to Fitz.
Fitz
Yeah,
and
they
GB.
got
And
some
GB,
good.
yeah. We just had Fitz on the pod.
They have some good products coming out here.
Yeah, Chris is married
And
man
Chris.
now.
Can't forget
Yeah.
about Chris too. Yeah.
Chris is
Freshly
married.
married. Shout out to Chris.
Yeah,
Shout out.
hope he had a great time in Florida.
Bro, we can talk about that another time. Nick knows Chris. Chris came and visited us at NAU my freshman year, and he slept on a beanbag in the middle of our dorm.
That's big
a
time.
love sec. A love
Yeah.
sec.
Love
Yeah,
sex.
so
Those are
that's
coming
how
though.
Yes.
Hey, but imagine, so Nick is like 6'8", 6'9", Chris is like 6'5", 6'6", and then I'm like 6'4", 6'5". Imagine all of us in this little box of a room.
Yeah,
was so-
the classic
Wasn't even
freshman
a
dorm.
box,
That's
it was a
crazy.
small rectangle.
Yeah, it was bad. Nick and I had some good times in Gabaldon though.
Oh yeah. Walk
That's
into
where
the coop.
Yeah, that's where I learned how to sleep with the TV on, because Nick used to game till late nights in the morning. So
Now
that
you
was
can't
always
break the habit, huh?
no, not at all. People make fun of me because I'll sleep with like headphones in sometimes because I don't want, like, on the
crazy.
road. Well, it
yeah,
makes
for
sense.
sure. On the
Yeah.
road, I always sleep with headphones.
Yeah, so
Nick, would you take the system on the road?
I used to. My freshman and sophomore year, when I wasn't playing, I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna take this. Especially the
gonna say.
redshirt year.
Yeah,
The redshirt year, I was like, yeah, I'm bringing this. There's
Yeah, because everybody's
nothing
going
else
to meetings and you're just chilling.
We'd still go,
Oh,
actually. Yeah.
all right, yeah.
But
I'm sure Tommy, you can attest to this as well. The scout meetings when you're redshirting and you're not playing are some of the worst meetings. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
you're sitting there like,
Sleep.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like, just going over the play. You're just like, what are we doing?
yeah. It's like, hey, Tommy, lock in right now. Got you,
oh, yeah,
coach.
yeah, I got
Or the
Unless-
funniest will be like, if they're like listen to player, and then I don't know if your guys' coaches do this, but then they'll be like, bang, what are his tendencies? Like, then they'll say my name. I'm like, what do you mean me? I'm not guarding this dude. Tommy, what does he? Tommy, what does he do well? Shooter.
Tommy, you gotta read the scout, man. You gotta be
I'm
ready.
surprised me and Luke traveled, to be honest.
They told Murph told me I wasn't going. Well, actually, I don't know if you remember. Actually, I remember we were supposed to rotate each trip because
Oh, really?
before Malcolm got injured, they weren't gonna have enough like travel spots for both of us. Yeah, we were gonna rotate and we were gonna room with
Oh, that's right.
Carson.
Malcolm left.
Yeah.
So that left space. So.
We were gonna those late season, those February hotel room scouts on the red shirt year is something else.
Yeah.
No, it's
in Flagstaff.
Remember when Carson, the manager, drew up on tape the paint and all that 3-point line with tape?
In the
like a walkthrough?
In the conference room.
It was in Reno, I want to say, for the conference tournament.
Yeah, it was.
It was like the ballroom was laid out.
We had we played Southern Utah last year at I want to say noon. So our shoot around time was 7 a.m. or something crazy. So we just did a walkthrough in the conference room, did the same thing, taped the whole key and everything, and used we used a paper, rolled up paper as the ball.
Yeah.
They made a tape ball for us. They just taped
that might have been what we did actually. It was something like that. And one of our GA, he was a manager at Butler before, and he was like, "Yeah, we used to do this at Butler all the time." And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, we've had. I think every school kind of has some crazy stories like that. To be honest,
East Bay didn't do that. I'll tell you right now. We were lucky if the coaches were sober enough to make it to games.
A lot of unserious program over there.
Can I tell one story? I'm not gonna say the names, but I gotta tell one story.
Yeah, go for it.
Nick will appreciate this. So we're playing. This is my senior year. We're playing Cal Poly Pomona, and the D2. It's back then you'd play Thursday, Friday, or Friday, Saturday, back-to-back games, and you would fly if it was a game in LA. You'd fly Thursday, day of game, play that night, and then either stay the night there or drive to the next spot within an hour, and then stay there and then play the game next day and then fly back. So we were playing. We were on our way to play Dominguez Hills, and I think we had just lost. And one of our assistant coaches was so hungover from drinking after the first game that he couldn't drive the rental car. So there was only 2 seniors on the team. It was me and my boy Will Friedman. Shout out Will. He's the head coach at Lassen Community College now. Will had been at East Bay for 5 years. He was like the Nik Mains of East Bay. Could have left, didn't leave, stuck it out, pioneer for life. Bro had to drive the rental car to the game. And we're 22. So it's not even legal for us to do that, let alone act NCAA legal. Yeah, he drove us to the game, and I think we got banged.
What was the result of the game?
Jared, Looney actually told me a hilarious story about your coach in the weight room 2 days ago.
How Biggs?
He just said that obviously SPU was super nice and they knew they were gonna win, and so your head coach asked Looney hey, can I come watch your shoot around to just see what it is, it's like. And Looney was like, yeah, and let him just come watch the shoot around, and then they 50 pieced you guys.
It was 46, but
hey, so get your facts right.
Okay, so I've told Tommy this. I don't know if I've told Luke this. So when we're playing that game, so we're playing at the Seattle Pacific tournament, and they were #1 team in the nation, Division II. They had this 6'11" Gonzaga kickback, and then they had the best point guard probably that I played against. Best point guard I played against in college, Chris Panchero. And they were nice. They ran the swing. They were the guys on our team could not figure out how to get out to the corner. So I think they had 9 corner threes in the first half. So anyways, we're getting crushed, and like our coach this is why he probably went to your shoot around, because I have to guard the 6'11" guy. And he's like, Jared, you got a front. I'm like, what do you mean I got a front? So they're playing 4 out. I got front. Bros were throwing chest passes over my head to the 6'11", dude. Like, not even loud. I'm just chest passes. So then, anyways, so we're getting banged. Like, we're down. We have a guard on our team. He hits like 2 shots, I think, on Benchero. Starts talking,
Oh no.
right? So he tries to steal the ball. Ball goes out of bounds at half court, and he starts like clapping in Benchero's face. Benchero looked at him like this, like, all right, give me the ball. Got the ball, took 2 dribbles over half court, hezzy pull, bang, and then yelled "F you" in our dude's face.
Damn.
He got teed up. Looney pulled him out of the game, screamed at him,
Yeah,
and then
Looney
put him
was
back
out.
in, and then put him back in the game.
God,
Wow.
that's crazy.
46
Awesome.
piece.
46. It was bad.
Yeah, he's like, and then we beat him by 50.
Yeah, we got crushed. It wasn't even close.
That's tough. That's the Jared story that you get told, man. That's tough.
I know. It was so funny. It was so funny.
Yeah. The other ones we are not for this program. So
Yeah, that's cool. Back to Nick here. Nick, I got a question about, was there ever a specific game, either in any of the years, that you felt like you really kind of made it as like an elite player? Because like I know you won't say it, but Tommy will, and like I will, and Jared's watched enough of you play that you're gonna be one of the better players on the court every single time. So was there ever a moment or a game that you were like, okay, I can really do this?
I have no idea, to be honest.
Yeah, I told you I was gonna put you on the
such
spot.
a Nick game.
This is such a Nick answer.
I
You
didn't
never
even-
had a
I
game.
don't
You
know,
never
to
had
be
a
honest.
game.
Come on, bro. You had a couple like
yeah, I'm
30-point games.
I mean, that was all last year. But I mean, the Montana game last year, I was just in a flow where I'm like,
You were feeling yourself in the
Yeah.
game. I remember.
yeah.
I want to
I have
say,
a nice little photo from that game.
yeah.
All right, so take us back to the beginning. When you said earlier that like when you had your redshirt year, you started like feeling like, dang, I should really play. So there
Yeah.
had to be some moment in that year where you're like,
Uh,
you did something
mean-
where you're like,
It was just like going out and playing and being able to score like as a team, we were scoring every single time. And just like, especially with that scout team, like it was just every time we played, it was just like, we're going out there, we're either getting a stop and we're going. Like they weren't stopping us ever, maybe a couple of possessions, but like me and Luke were scoring every other possession sometimes, and they were just finding us and we were just knocking out shots. So it was just like, that would probably be like the first step into that. But like, I don't really view myself like that. So I was just like, I just go out there and play. Yeah. I just go out there and play.
whatever, cop out answer.
Yeah, bro. Nick has a clip and he
Nick,
doesn't
bro,
want to act
you
like it.
are you're a pivotal piece of the NAU scout. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, little early indications of the scout over there.
Pretty much what Tommy says is he's staying home.
Yeah. I
We
remember-
know the ghost screens and pick and pops are coming.
Well, the thing about Nick that like I think a lot of people don't realize is Nick doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off because he's gonna shoot over you no matter what. Especially like
So
in
damn
the
big.
big sky. Yeah, in the big sky, if you put a big on him, he's too quick. And then if you put like someone that can hang with him around screens and stuff, he's literally just gonna rise up and shoot it. And like Nick, when you talk about like textbook forms, like Nick's up there. Now, if we talk about who's a better shooter in this chat, we'll have a different conversation. But like
Well, we actually
just-
we'll have a. I was just gonna say we'll have a fun matchup because we got Mr. KI family, Jay Nagel. That's another kind of
that's
Nick
true.
build. That'll be a fun matchup this year.
Okay.
okay.
I'm not saying.
That'll probably be the matchup actually too.
You know what would have been great is if Nick would have stopped being scared and came to sack.
I was waiting for this to happen.
And could have just got some work in, and like really we would have seen face to face. Like the matchup would have been elite.
Oh, if Nick, yeah.
We're still gonna get him out
Jay
here.
was
Who was buying my ticket though, man?
Bro,
You could have been, yeah, Nick. You could have been out there, me, Luke, Jay.
You got that NIL money, bro. I
Yeah.
know you got the flags.
I got no NFL money.
That's the thing though. I
Come
out there
on, bro.
flew to crazy. I flew to
There's not a
Scottsdale.
granola store in Flagstaff that's kicking you some
Okay.
butt.
It's too much
It's-
work right now. I'm just like, I'm
Shout out to
focusing on
Dots Pretzels, by the way.
basketball.
Dots Pretzels, go get Dots Pretzels.
Oh my God, where is this going?
Shameless
Oh.
plug. Shameless plug.
Okay, I have another question. Since we're on shameless questions, Nick,
Yeah.
this is one thing. Like Luke is gonna say right now that he's a better shooter, but how many bodies do you have, or in-game dunks do you have, Nick, so far?
Like in high school too, or just college?
No, just college.
No.
You would still have
Yeah, I
Luke
don't
beat
even-
though if you said
Oh,
high
yeah.
school.
I can't count on my hands how many times I've dunked, but I'm sure Luke could.
No, I can't actually. There's no zero
Really?
there's no zero. Except in the scrimmage,
honestly,
in a
I'd
full
say-
scrimmage.
I mean, like
You said-
last year, I barely dunked.
Three's
probably
worth
dunked.
more than two, is what you're saying.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
for
see?
sure, but
I'm just saying,
But-
Luke was trying to come at you, and I was like, had your
No,
back. on that
I
one.
wasn't. I was just making sure that I got my piece.
Luke has range. I don't have the push shot that Luke has.
Yeah,
Mine's
two
more-
hands.
Why do I don't shoot at two hands? You know I don't. Oh my God, bro. No, Nick and
Luke's the
I.
one in his feelings this episode.
No, I'm cool. Nick and I have played a lot of horse games. I will say that. And then whenever Nick would because Nick would always do like the 1 foot out of bounds in the corner,
I'll
over
do
the
fun. I do
staple.
fun shots.
and then I would get
Luke
pissed. I'm
just
like, all right,
moves
volleyball line.
back.
It would be over.
Nick, you can shoot volleyball line. Come on.
Yeah, it's just a lot of legs for me. Legs and arms. Luke's will just push it.
Nick doesn't need the Ragers because he can shoot over everyone.
I guess that's true.
Just toe the line and release it right over everyone.
Yeah.
Nick does shoot college threes. So I was speaking of the games, because I wanted to bring this one up. First half of the first time we played Southern Utah 2 years ago, you had like 16 or 15. You literally scored like 12 straight for us at Southern Utah. I don't know if you remember this.
Maybe a little.
It was yeah, you remember.
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Cam,
yeah.
It was literally just a Cam, you
Yeah,
pick and pop, and
'cause
you
I
hit like
high-fived.
5 straight.
I'm actually surprised hearing that Cam threw it back 5 times.
Okay.
Oh.
Whoa, pause first off.
Oh,
Second-
pause, yeah.
Yeah, hold on, Jared.
Bro, that was crazy. No, it was
Oh,
open.
that's good.
Oh my
Nick was
goodness.
flame throwing though. He had like back-to-back
Yeah,
career highs
yeah.
against them. Right. I think I'm
I
right.
remember, yeah.
Hey, it's something about that Southern
Yeah.
Utah gym.
Yeah.
Expect big things from Tommy Ball
Yeah,
in
Tommy,
the-
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tommy is ready.
We don't play
Yes,
Southern Utah anymore,
we
so-
played them this year again.
Okay, well that's a lie. We actually do play them, but they're coming to Pocatello.
Oh, you
Oh,
guys are
that's the
splitting
split
now? You
series.
guys don't play.
They're not in the Big Sky anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
right.
didn't know
Yeah.
that. Where
they
they at?
switched to
They're in the WAC?
The WAC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the WAC. You guys
The
play them too,
worst
Nick?
conference.
Yeah, I think we're away against them. I think we go to their place.
That conference is literally the worst conference in America. It makes
crazy
zero
travel
sense.
conference.
Yeah, it makes zero
Yeah.
sense
Was
geographically.
Chicago State still in there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And like
Yeah.
Texas Rio
Rio
Grande.
Grande. Yep,
That's
we
where-
played
'cause that's
them.
where Alex is at.
UTGRV
Yeah, we played
Yeah.
them this year too.
or RGV, whatever it is.
Yeah,
Nah,
You
but
played
Southern
them twice,
Utah's
didn't
gym.
you?
Southern Utah's gym is incredible.
it's nice.
Yeah.
I don't know why I
I
like
like
it.
it.
It was
I like
easily
it.
my favorite place in the Big Sky. I don't know why though. It
I
was
like
just like
Montana's gym. Montana's by far my fave.
Montana. was cool.
Not the Sky Dome. That's crazy.
This
No,
guy goes
definitely
crazy,
not. It's
man.
It's too like open and empty and
It's like, is that what? That's what
Whoa.
Weber State's like that too.
yeah. I don't like Weavers
Yeah,
at all.
yeah. I don't like Weber at all. We always
didn't
play
like Weber.
horrible at Weber.
Yeah.
The
there's
reason
bad
I liked
memories at
Southern
Weber.
Utah's is because it was like it felt like a dome, but it was like small, and so like they could pack it. Like you could get a lot
Oh,
of
it-
people in there, but
yeah.
it's small, but it's
That's true.
still like dome like. Like Weber's way too big. They don't get enough fans.
Yeah,
that's true.
I
That's a
agree.
good point. But this is actually a good segue onto a good question. Nick, you've got the chance to play at some very elite schools in your going on 6 years at NAU. Where would you put like the highest as like this was a very cool game to be a part of?
U of A is always fun.
Yeah.
Especially my brother on the other team when family always comes. And then Gonzaga was pretty cool. Kansas State's, even though they didn't fill it, I thought their if they filled that place, that would be a crazy atmosphere.
Yeah,
And,
Michigan State on opening night this year, right?
yeah, we got
What?
Oh, you're
Michigan
going to Michigan
State.
State?
Yep, first game,
Wow.
and then we play Texas at like a 7,000 venue place as well,
Hmm.
and ASU this year. So
Those
will all
Michigan
be fun.
State is a crazy opener for
first time NAU's
NAU.
going to a Big Ten or the first team.
The
Poor
Izone.
Nick. He's
The
gonna have to guard
Izone's gonna be locked in.
6'9", 265-pound dude from Flint,
That's all.
Michigan.
That'll be all Carson, baby.
Nick's gonna deflect that scout.
Carson's prepared for this moment.
Yep. So we'll see how that goes. But I think I thought Gonzaga, even though their fans weren't there, I thought that was pretty cool. It's a
Their
nice
new
arena. Yeah.
Their new arena is crazy.
So, me and Nick obviously know each other through being roommates and stuff, but now Tommy and Nick have become friends, acquaintances because we are all in the same fantasy league that we talked about last week. So we're gonna get into some more fantasy
Been
football
mentioned
talk.
multiple episodes now.
Yeah, no, I think it's gonna be a running theme here. I do want it before the attack happens. Tommy did beat me by 0.4 last week. It was heartbreaking, but luckily I do have Nick this week to to have a redeem week. I know Nick's really excited about that one. So yeah, man. Tommy, I don't know if you want to speak on that or
I mean, just an absolutely incredible effort from my camp. I couldn't have been more proud of Justin Tucker. I was really honestly sick to my stomach because I thought for the listeners, I'll set the scene. The score was
this made it worse.
The score was like 114.68 to like 0.45 to 112.68 or 111.68. So I'm down 3-ish. And Luke has Lamar Jackson, and he's just like running down the field, like getting them first downs left and right. And he didn't have a great game. Lamar did not have a good game at all. So Luke's points keep going up by like point whatever. And they get to like the 28-yard line, like the 30-yard line or whatever. And in my head, I was like looking at it. I'm like, they're way too close. Like, this is a 30-yard field goal. I'm going to lose by 0.4. And I'm texting the group chat. I'm like, I just lost. Like, it's over. Like, I'm sick to my stomach. And then Justin Tucker starts trotting out, and I see 43-yard field goal on the TV screen. I'm like, oh my gosh, like Justin Tucker doesn't miss. I'm gonna win. And he nails it.
Face.
He nails it. Luke.
it was
And Luke immediately goes, "Good night, fellas. I have no comment on the situation."
Nah, I sounded off for a second, then I said,
Sounds off.
I
Sends
turned
his
on
text.
D&D for the night.
I text Jared in our podcast
Yeah,
because Jared knew the matchup. I go, Jared, oh my gosh. Luke goes, Tommy, stop. Text him separately.
And then Tommy just screenshotted me the score.
Yeah, and then I just screenshot Jared the score because Jared goes, oh, Tommy won. It was a hell of a Sunday for me. And I could have been the one angry.
Yeah, what if he kicked a 39-yarder?
Yeah. I would have been real sick if he
that
kicked
was
a 39-yarder.
That was the thing that was so frustrating was how close it was and the way it unfolded. Because then I also had Mixon in the game, and he was about to punch it in for the game-winning touchdown, but his knee was down like half a yard early. So
And
that
Joe
just
Burrow
happened.
sneaks it in next play.
Oh
I
my
hate
God.
that. I have Mixon. I
think the best quote was Luke goes, there is no reason for Justin Tucker to get 16 points, dude.
Yeah, bro. Why? Like, that's just
Bro
selfish.
outscored Lamar Jackson.
Bro,
He did outscore Lamar.
Bro, it was so disappointing. It was so sad. It was so sad.
And I mean, we're both 3-1, a really monumental matchup early on in the season. And
You guys don't have divisions though, right? You guys
We
are
do.
just
we do
Oh,
it.
you do?
No, but
4
I was
each.
looking at the playoff bracket, and I don't think it's based on divisions because
No,
the way
it's
it looks
gonna be.
now. No, I don't know because Nick and Cam are in the same division, and they're both in the toilet bowl playoff projection right now. So
Nick's better than
But-
Cam though.
But yeah, but
Bro.
I'm telling you, the ESPN app is gonna do that. It's gonna take the top 2 from both divisions.
no, we're doing a 16 playoff.
Oh, okay, then I don't know then.
Yeah, I think it's different.
We were talking about how Cam was 0-4, and we were looking for him to go on the up and up, and he just dropped another tough week.
Yeah,
Dude, 200 points is insane.
yeah, bro. In our league, put up 200, bro.
Yeah.
No, his team's insane. I
His
play him.
team's
I
nuts.
play him. I play him this week, and we've
looking
got our
bad
work
now.
cut out. We've got our work cut out.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat though. It's like my team, like last week, my team was projected for 128 and put up 89 points.
That's my life.
That's what
My
Nick
team-
needs from me this week.
My
I'm
team
projected like
averages
140.
109.
But project like 40 points below projection. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, it's tough.
Well, I got cheated last week, so it's cool. T. Higgins
What
puts
happened,
up
Nick?
0.
T. Higgins. Yeah.
I'm down 6 points, against Carter 0-4. And T. Higgins goes out the rest of the game, so I get 0
Doesn't
points out
even
of him.
play.
Yeah.
Carter. So Carter and Cam should be both 0-5, but
Yeah.
Carter
Oh,
somehow
yeah.
got the win.
Kamish is still alive. With a win,
Kamish is
man.
still alive. Cam, I think my favorite text of the week is every Tuesday morning when Cam sends in the meme. He sends in the meme.
Ready to get hurt again.
He goes, "Here we go. I'm ready to get hurt again." You go, week 6, boys.
Well, yeah, but I got Nick this week. The projections right now are looking strongly in my favor. The Vegas odds very high.
He
towards
took all my
team.
players from Davey, so it's cool.
Bro, wait, who are your players?
I was trying to get Brown, Hollywood, and then Davey's trying to scam me right now with the trade he's been making. He's trying to take both my running backs for CMC.
Davey offered me one of the crazy.
I know, but I need another running back. I don't have a backup.
Yeah, I mean, Nick is suffering from the same Najee struggles that both of you have. So
Oh, man.
Yeah, bro. Worst pick in fantasy
know.
history.
Ever.
Him and Dalvin, dude. I was just
Dalvin did
but
well last
Dalvin's-
week.
but
Dalvin.
Dalvin's picking it up.
He finally scored 2 touchdowns after going 1 touchdown for the 4 weeks.
But part of that isn't his fault, though. Part of that is Cousins is
Oh,
erratic.
he could have
I
had
love it.
3 touchdowns against the Eagles.
What did Luke
Bro,
say this week?
jealous.
He was like, Kirk Cousins in the morning slate is like,
Yeah, I don't remember what it is. I said
and
like
it was such a
prime
good-
Tom or
yeah,
something.
prime
like
Tom
that.
Brady. You're like Kirk Cousins in the morning slate is prime.
No, bro.
He is, bro.
Bro
He
trotted
finds
out
a
there and
way.
went 15 for 15 to start the game. 11 of them to Jettas.
I'm telling you.
But then, like 2 weeks ago, like Jetta's had like 6 points because his guy's Cousins couldn't hit like the broadside of a barn.
Yeah, because
what I
it was a
need.
primetime game. Primetime games, he can't perform. Might as well bench Justin Jefferson on a primetime Kirk Cousins game.
And that's why
Monday
Cooper
Night
Kupp
Football?
is the wide receiver.
Nope, can't
one.
play. Can't play.
That's why
Rolled
Cooper
Garrett
Kupp's the wide
Wilson
receiver
this
one.
week.
Oh man, I think Davey offered me Damian Pierce for Joe Burrow and Cooper Kupp the other day. I was like being serious, and I was like,
Yeah.
Davey, what are we doing? I'm
Bro,
like,
that's
Kupp's
why-
untouchable. He's like, I understand.
That's why when he offered me the trade that I got, I was like, bro, I got it. Like,
I'm like, how are you?
yeah, Nick, we didn't catch that one. You're gonna have to
Absolutely got a deal.
broke up a little bit there. Yeah, I mean,
Hello,
I think Nick
hello,
was
hello.
saying, yeah.
Yeah, that was just an insane deal.
Yeah, so
Nick,
to
don't
recap
worry.
the trade,
Never mind.
I got I shipped away, my preseason prediction for a breakout year. Saquon Barkley, who's lived up to the expectations so
moved
far.
him?
Yeah, Saquon for Mark Andrews, Hollywood Brown, and who was the third one? Someone else. But those were the
Jonathan
two main
Taylor.
pieces of it. Jonathan Taylor, yeah. Well, I'm tripping.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Yes.
I had to take it.
The
what
more
I
I'm
said.
thinking about it, the more insane Davey
That-
is. Like,
Bro, what?
Yes.
For
And
Saquon?
he actually played you in a drop.
Yeah, I gave him like Tyler Conklin and Zeke.
Nick, I'll do one better if it makes you feel any better. One of the leagues I'm in, bro traded Lamar Jackson. Well, one, he drafted Josh Allen.
we're hearing this again.
Yes.
Yeah,
he
the listeners hate this story.
Yes, he drafted Josh Allen. Then the next round, he drafted Lamar Jackson. Then
What?
flips Lamar Jackson for Clyde straight up,
Bad.
and then tried to argue that Lamar wasn't a top 5 quarterback.
It's so
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
man.
That's
Davey's
good.
known. Davey is known
My team's in
for
shambles.
insane
That's
trades.
crazy, though, Tommy. That's crazy.
No, that's a league-winning trade, and I honestly I didn't even comprehend that he
Yeah.
got Mark Ant. Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
That is probably the worst trade I've ever heard. So shout out Davey, whoever you are.
And the best part about it is the next morning, Davey just goes like something like, "Man, Saquon looked good in practice today."
And another great piece of this is I would bet so much money that Davey is going to be listening to this the day it drops because he asks every single week when's episode dropping. So he's going to hear this and be like, we're going to prove them wrong. I promise you.
We're gonna text Sunday night. We're gonna text Sunday night talking about him. I'm hearing people are doubting my trade for Saquon. He's gonna show you guys.
Yeah, I'll say it right now. That was a terrible trade.
Hey, man.
Shout out to Davian. He's got a good team though. He's 4-1 as well.
Yeah,
Hey,
no.
all I know is that Luke, I hope you lose just based on principle because of that.
But that's not my fault if I get offered that trade.
He offered it, like you didn't coerce that.
So we were in talks with the trade involving Mixon first, and then he was like, "Man, I can't lie to you. I want Saquon." And I was like, I mean, right now, because granted, I'm still pissed over the loss from the night before. So I was like, honestly, like I'll talk about it. Like, well, it's got to be a hefty price, but I'll talk about it. And he goes, "Okay, Mark Andrews, Jonathan Taylor, and either DK or Hollywood Brown." I said, yeah, I think we got to do that one, Davey.
He offered me, Jared, he gave me, this was like prime Jonathan Taylor when he was ripping 40-point weeks. He gave me Jonathan Taylor for Joe Burrow and Josh Jacobs last year.
What is his problem with Jonathan Taylor? Why does he keep drafting this guy and then ship?
He's just not good.
He's just not good. He's not good for the locker room. We gotta get him out of here.
Maybe he's onto something. Maybe he knows something. I don't
The best
know.
part was he texted me because the Burrow was the main piece of that trade. He texted me like the same day he traded with Luke. He goes, because I have Burrow and Herbert. He texted me. He's like, "Man," he's like, I like Burrow. He's looking good in your camp, but look even better in mine.
No, this guy doesn't live in reality.
He's honestly the heart and soul of the group message, so I can't lie.
Oh,
He
yeah.
really is. He's so funny.
Nick, I feel your pain, man.
Well, you don't even know my pain, dude.
No.
My
This team's
team
crazy.
is so.
I'm 1-4. Okay, I know your pain. I just
My
got-
team is bad.
I just got Debo yesterday though, so we're on the up.
I've been trying to
Good
trade.
fantasy
No one
talk,
wants my
man.
players.
I went through that for 5
I'm
weeks.
just like-
I had to make it work.
I'm just like, I'm giving up out here, man.
Phones are buzzing, man. Phones will be buzzing tomorrow, I'm sure.
Will be buzzing. That's for sure. Yeah, Nick. Hopefully, Nick's 1-5 after this week too.
Nick, you're gonna get the win.
Not when I'm
Man, that would be
projected
huge.
110.
You're good. Luke's projected what, 130?
140.
135.
Jeez. Yeah, Luke is a squad, dude.
All it
Andrew-
takes is a couple zeros.
Yeah, I had a
I
couple
can't
of
believe
those
you
last
have
week,
Andrew
too.
Andrews
at Hollywood.
Oh, man.
Crazy.
We'll see.
Man.
Hopefully it plays off for us. So before we get into the starting five, it is the
Yes.
category is
Yes.
video game characters.
So
and
Nick dominated. Okay.
yeah, so Nick is one of the greatest video gamers I've ever seen. I know, I was poking fun at the shooting thing, and like I will always say that the one thing I will not talk trash over with Nick is video games. He can have that one. He can have it. So this kid is a true gamer.
And I had heard all about that before I even met Nick. And is my freshman year. I'm in the dorms. We're going through one of our like 4 quarantines that we had because of
Yeah,
COVID. Luke
crazy.
and Nick are also going through a quarantine. And I think what Call of Duty was this?
It was
Cold
Cold
War?
War.
It was Cold
Yeah.
War. Cold War is out. Luke's like I'm quarantined for 14 days. I'm like, I got nothing else to do. Luke's like, hey, we're playing COD heavy. Like, we're not doing anything. Like, get Cold War. I'm like, all right, I'll hop on. I start playing with it. I think it's me, Luke, Nick, like Winton Brown, someone else,
Yeah.
just a bunch of NAU guys. And Luke's like, and I'm terrible. I'm not a Call of Duty player. I think my roommate Kyle was playing too. We go out, play Dom. Nick pulls up like 50 and 8. 40
This kid's insane.
captures, something. I'm like, this is the greatest video gamer I've ever played with. Like, in
Yeah.
the
So how did you get your start, Nick? That's what we want to know. How did this all come to fruition?
I mean, it's probably So I used to live in Florida. So I was born in North Carolina for 2 years, lived there, and then Florida for 6 years. So that was when I first got my first Xbox. And then I was probably 7 or 8 years old. Moved out here, and then I don't know, my first ever like the one game that I loved was Modern Warfare 2, and I spent a lot of time playing with friends and all that. That was probably this is my favorite game all time. And that was on Xbox 360. And then it's just Call of Duty, first person shooters, got into that. And then started playing little computer games as well. Got a computer now. So I play everything on my
You
computer.
have a PC?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is it better? It's better to play on the PC than the games.
Yeah, PC's better, and then playing
Why
on
is that?
monitor. Just so like certain games like FOV slider, you probably don't know like the screen is zoomed out. It's hard to explain, but
Nick, are you in the
just running
GTA
smoother
Oh,
too.
RPG?
wait. So when you're playing a first person shooter on the PC, how are you controlling your aim? Is it with the mouse or?
Yeah, so I just plug in my controller.
Oh,
So I still
okay.
play
I
in
got you.
controller because I've played controller my whole life. So
Gotcha. Okay. So it's like playing the system, but just
it's
with better.
just a lot smoother. Like the
Yeah.
frames per second is usually higher, and so yeah.
And
Yeah.
they look sick too. Have you ever
Yeah.
seen like the built PCs, Jared? They're pretty
I mean,
cool.
I've seen cases, but like not watch them play COD or anything.
Bro, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, you
Are you
gotta watch
Nick, are you
play
in
one of
the
these times.
are you in the GTA role play world? Are you in the RP
No.
world?
No,
That
it's-
stuff's kind of
well,
cool.
Yeah, it is, but I've never done that. So
Have you seen that, Jared?
Well, I mean, I used to play GTA, but I
No,
don't.
this is different. It's like
I used
like
to
people
play
will like
GTA.
actually be
Yeah.
cops and like pull
like
people
a
over.
character.
Yeah, like
They
Oh,
have their own
that's crazy.
character.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
nuts.
Jared
GTA,
would be
it's
in-
taken
Jared-
very seriously though.
Bro, this
Oh,
guy
yeah.
Jared would be in there cussing everyone out.
He'd be,
Yeah,
Jared would be the guy to get pulled over, and they'd be reading the rights, and Jared would just go.
Yes.
Bro,
Yeah.
he'd be going
Hey,
through the
I'm-
drive-throughs.
I can
asking
age
them where their
myself,
barbecue
but
sauce is.
I played GTA 2 when it came out. When Vice City came out. San Andreas.
GTA is
I
great.
played GTA 4.
Yeah,
Uh,
3. Yeah, GTA 3 was the one. That was like the one that was like that was when I really took off.
Yeah,
GTA 5's
Yep.
been out for so long, and
I
I think
know.
at least once a year, like me and all my buddies from high school. This is going back in high school. We just like have a kick on GTA for like 2 weeks where we're playing it every day, and then we never play it for another year.
Yeah,
yeah.
a little 2-week
Yeah.
binge and get off. That's how.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
So Nick, do you like this is a serious question? Do you see yourself like when you're done playing basketball? Do you see yourself like trying to be a professional gamer, or do you like maybe doing a Twitch, or do you do Twitch all that stuff?
No, I don't do any of that. I probably should have when I was younger.
He should.
I should have probably.
Still can.
But I don't know. I feel like maybe getting into like game development or something like that would be kind of cool.
Yeah,
but-
that'd be dope.
But no, probably not a professional game. I think it's just too late for all that kind of stuff. If I spent the hours I spent on basketball, maybe. But yeah,
I don't know. I would say you. Well, okay. What's the breakdown? Do you think you spend more hours on video games or more hours on basketball?
basketball.
That's a
Good
crazy
answer.
question, Jared.
Yeah, I'm glad you answered it the way you did. with
Yeah, that's a
confidence.
crazy question. That's like not even that's
I'm
not
just
even
kidding,
close.
man. It's just a joke.
Let's get to it.
man.
Who's
Yeah,
leading
man.
us off today?
Yeah, I was gonna say Owen raked us last week.
Owen destroyed us.
The Mr.
pretty s-
Krabs had to take it. Like
I couldn't
Nah,
believe it.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. He goes. What is Mr. Krabs like? Money.
He
Throwing the
Contract
contract
sentence.
sentence in is so good, dude.
Yeah, you gotta hand it to him for just really being
Clap it up
prepared.
for O.
All
I
right,
want
so
Nick is gonna go first, but then I
Yeah.
think Jared can go second. He hasn't had the chance to roll.
Yeah.
I'm good with going last. I don't mind
Okay,
going last.
never mind then. My bad.
All right, Nick.
Yeah, let's hear it, Nick.
So my first pick is from my favorite game, Modern Warfare 2. It's Ghost.
But what position?
Yeah, you gotta explain
Yep.
this to him, Tommy. Tommy's gonna get
Yeah.
mad in a second if you don't.
No, I mean Luke can get just as mad as I will. It's
I'm
not a
gonna-
top 5. It's a starting 5.
Okay. I mean, just how I made. Oh, I got you. So I'll probably put him at 2 guard.
2.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Blame this on Luke for not explaining it to him.
I did. We can look at the text messages.
I didn't fully read through.
All right. You give your whole starting 5.
So you
Oh,
got your
whole
shooting
starting
guard.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Luke,
point
I
guard.
blame Luke. I'm with Tommy.
Stop, bro. Don't get me started.
Point guard, I'm going with Mario.
Okay.
My small forward, I'm going with Ezio, which is an Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
Okay.
My power forward is Captain Price, another COD.
Yeah.
And my
Legend.
Yep. And my 5-man, Master Chief from Halo.
I knew someone was gonna take that one.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to make a few audibles.
Role player is Bowser, just because.
Bowser is the walk-on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bowser, because he's
Alright.
just excels in his role as the.
Yeah, I'm really gonna have to switch a few things up here.
Do you need some time? I can go ahead and roll if you need some
Well,
time.
Bowser was definitely holding it down in my paint. So yeah, I'm gonna make an
Okay.
audible here. So go ahead, Luke.
All right. I love my list, fellas. I know I texted you guys before. That was a little
I
skeptical.
know. You just
I love it
no,
now.
you were talking about it, but like then you kept
No, I
going
took
back
my
and forth.
time. I took my time. So at the point guard, we got Pablo Sanchez from Backyard Baseball.
Oh wow!
Talk about
yeah!
talk about a guy, and he was in all the backyard sports, but backyard baseball.
that's a
is
great
kinda,
pick.
yeah. So Pablo Sanchez. I mean, talk about an icon in his realm that you know Pablo Sanchez. At the shooting guard, I'm going Crash Bandicoot. I think that's a high level game. A lot of people, I think he's
Great pick.
Yeah.
Great pick.
See, thank you, Jared.
I mean, yeah,
I did play that game.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
be the old man again, so I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, but Crash Bandicoot, I think that's gonna be.
Do you even know what a regular PlayStation looks like?
Yeah, we had a PlayStation 1 at that.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, anyways, at the small forward, this is where it's gonna get controversial, but this is a personal favorite of mine. Give me Kirby at the small forward.
Kirby.
Now it seems a little weird, but I think if we talk about historical basketball, you know about the round mound or rebound. I think that's Kirby in the gaming world. You know what I mean? So this is gonna be my Charles Barkley. Move him to the 3. We're pretty meaty in there. So we got Kirby at the 3.
Okay,
my fault. At the 4, and we were having GTA talks. Give me Franklin at GTA.
Oh come on!
I think this is a heads up player.
Oh my gosh!
This guy.
I was thinking about going with Trevor.
Yeah,
I was thinking about Trevor.
I had to pick and choose between GTA character. I went with Franklin.
Yeah.
I feel like that was
my pick.
Like
all right, let's hear your center, man.
I got Donkey Kong at center. I think that's the talk about someone who's gonna hold down the paint, real strong presence. Yeah, man, I love my 5.
I should have gone first. This is actually unreal. Jared, go. I'm audibling again.
Did you have Donkey Kong?
I had Bowser. I had Donkey Kong.
What kind of team did you have? Why do you have Bowser and Donkey Kong together?
Well, I had Bowser, but I just audibled to Donkey Kong, and Luke wants to come in and take my audible.
Okay, so that's not my fault then. That's not.
Yeah. So essentially, I thought you were going to be the Timberwolves. You're going to try to play Rudy Gobert and Cat together.
Have David Robinson and Tim Duncan down there.
No.
All right, I'll go. I can make some audibles too because Luke took a couple of mine, and it's all good. So I got at the point guard. He's just a true vet. He's been in the game longer than anybody. He's going to be the all-time leading scorer when it's all said and done. Give me Mario.
Oh,
similar point guard picks here. Okay.
Just the true vet, 40 years in the league.
Can't go wrong with Mario, man.
Can't go wrong with Mario.
Yeah. All right, now this one, I'm glad no one had this one because this was like, this game was the game. It was really the game. It really set the table for Call of Duty, if we're being honest. He's got a full clip with him at all times. And if he finds the golden gun, the game is over.
Please don't.
Give me James Bond, GoldenEye.
I knew. Hey, I was thinking about that pick, but
Good pick.
That's a really good pick.
Yeah. Now, take it a little bit farther forward. At my small forward, he just wreaks havoc in all ways, in all forms. Any weapon you need, any armor you need. Give me Master Chief John, 117. Shout out Halo.
Jared's a big Halo guy. I already know.
Halo 2. I would put my Halo 2 skills up to Nick's Call of Duty skills.
No,
Wow.
Look, I love the
Wow.
confidence. I'm sorry you don't have it like that. I've never seen you play. I just know.
Yeah. Now, power forward. I want a real athlete. I want someone that can be in the trenches. Give me Kratos, God of War. So just to mix it up, to spice it up, and I pray that Tommy has this in his backup just to see. But at center, any rebound we need, this guy's gonna gobble it up. Give me Pac-Man.
That's good. That's good. I like that.
I didn't have Pac-Man,
I
but
like that.
Kratos, you pissed me off.
All right, let's see the audibles, Tom. Let's see the Omaha right here. Come on, man.
I'm still currently audibling because I'm just like, I'm so shook right now.
All right, man.
My backcourt, I can't believe nobody said it. I mean, if you're going to pick Mario, you have to go with his counterpart. So, I mean, I can't believe nobody put Luigi in there. Luigi is my starting 2 guard. Mario is my starting 1. You want to talk about the Splash Brothers? The chemistry is unreal between those 2.
So I'm the only Mario-less point guard play. Okay. Heard you.
Yeah. Mario's
That was a terrible. Yeah, that's the bad, bro. 40 years.
On brand, though. On brand. Was I gonna take the easy pick?
Do I have a cap? Do I have a cap on how many Super Mario characters I can?
No, you could roll with that if you.
Because that's like all. I'm gonna keep it real. Like I play a lot of video games, but most of the video games I play is sports games, and obviously we can't do that.
I respect it.
So, but
well, I mean, Luke did baseball, so backyard baseball.
Yeah, but that's different. That's not. I'm talking like Madden.
I'm not hating on Luke. I'm just saying he could do a sports game if he wanted to.
Bro's like, I want Madden 07 Mike Vick.
I want no. At my three, I'm going with a guy who's going to get the job done. He's going to absolutely take care. He's an absolute veteran, war ready. I'm going John Soap McTavish.
There we go.
I know Nick likes that pick.
Good pick.
Is that a Call of Duty character?
It's Modern Warfare 1. He's the GOAT. That's like, yeah. At the 4, this is where we kind of started. This is where I needed to start audibling because everybody wanted to take my paint picks.
Bro, Bowser Donkey Kong is not a good 4 or 5 for modern NBA.
No, I actually had Master Chief at the 4. I had Master Chief at the 4 originally, but I don't want to go 3 people with Master Chief. So I'm going with some real big body down there. As Owen said last week about Homer Simpson, he's going to lay the lumber. Wario down low. Wario. Yeah. And I'm not going with his cousin, but I'm going to counter Luke, and I'm going to put Funky Kong at the center.
I like Funky Kong.
Yeah.
That's a
Funky Kong, Donkey Kong matchup's going to get real physical down there.
I feel like Donkey Kong's going to dominate that matchup.
I don't know. Funky Kong brings a different aspect. It's going to be real. It's going to be a real war. He's got the sunglasses and the bandana on. He doesn't.
What's wrong with his surfboard? Yeah, I mean, it's possible. So Nick picked Bowser for the walk-on. Jared, you want to take walk-on pick first?
This one was really difficult. I'm kind of glad, Luke, that you put Crash Bandicoot in there because I wasn't sure if anybody else was on that.
Come on, man.
I'm just making sure. Shout out. But, for me, as a walk-on, you just don't expect to see greatness this early on in the video game world from a woman, but we're going to give Tomb Raider the walk-on nod. Give her the 2 Desert Eagles, and she's wrecking stuff.
That's a good pick, man. That's a good pick.
I heard you.
That's what my girlfriend's in after.
Tell me.
That's Luke.
I can go.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so I have this is someone that in every single game that he's in, he never fails to perform. And I've never seen an argument for them to be in the spotlight, which it doesn't make sense to me. Give me Toad. I think Toad is a part of all of these Mario games, but no one ever is going to talk about him being a main character, and I don't think he wants it because he's just going to thrive in his role. So give me Toad.
Does he have a role?
Yeah, it's being consistent.
Toad is
It's an everyday guy.
You could have said Yoshi. Yoshi probably would have been a better.
So I almost
Yoshi
put
would've
Yoshi
been
in
a
my
good
starting
pick.
5, actually. I almost put Yoshi at the 4 because you know how he has this little like tongue grabbing thing. I was like, bro's getting every rebound.
Can I audible my starting lineup real quick?
Oh my god! To the council,
This
Jared, Nick, how do we
guy.
feel about this?
I don't want to have 4 Super Mario characters in my
But
starting.
you asked if you could do all Super Mario.
I did, but now I'm thinking about it, and that's so boring. That's so boring.
Oh wait, but I thought you weren't gonna be boring today though.
No, I literally no, Luke. I'll pull up the text right now. I said Jared's gonna call my picks boring today.
I didn't call him boring. You called him boring. I'm just glad you're finally coming around. Yes, Tommy, you can switch your picks.
I'm moving Soap McTavish to the 4, and I'm putting Sonic the Hedgehog at the 3.
All right,
I don't need to
That's good
explain it.
audible. Good audible.
I don't need
There
to
you go.
explain it. My walk-on pick is the absolute psychopath that we need. Underrated character. A lot of people liked him. A lot of people hated him. Nick name dropped him earlier. Give me Trevor. GTA.
I like it. I like it.
I just want to make another point. I didn't put him in my walk on because I thought Tomb Raider was a better pick, but Captain Falcon is the best Super Smash Brothers character
It's a
out.
good play. It's a good play.
Just want to make that known.
Quick question for Nick. Nick, was Call of Duty Ghosts a good game?
I wasn't a fan of it.
That was the only other Call of Duty I played.
So there was a time in Flagstaff that Nick and I hit the golf course once or twice. Nick has a pretty decent game, but you know, he could always use a few extra tips, I think. Jared, that's your
Nick,
cue.
just put the controller down, bro, and just get your 50 chips a night, and your golf game will get right.
Wow, little change in the verbiage today.
Not gonna get you right.
Get your golf game.
It'll get right.
Oh man.
Different approach to the quote today. I like it.
Need clubs first, man. That's
Yeah,
what I
Just need one club.
Yeah, you just need one. That's all.
Nick's not bad. Nick has a lot of potential. He's a patient guy, so you know he's gonna be able to find his way on the golf course pretty well, I think.
There you go.
I'm a good mentor too, so.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
What a good guy. What a good guy.
Yep, that's my partner. That's my partner, everyone.
No,
Yeah,
it's
look at
not
Matt,
me,
Jared.
bro. It's not me.
I don't know. I'm lost.
Tommy, I'm not the mentor.
Oh,
Oh man.
yeah,
This
I'm
guy.
lost.
Yeah.
I thought, yeah, now
That
I'm
must be
lost.
some
Okay.
Flagstaff comedy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
an
no,
inside-
I
that's
get
an
it, and I
inside
okay,
joke.
respect
okay.
Nick very highly for what he just said.
That's an inside joke, Jared. So we're both out on this. And I tried to jump in and I shouldn't have.
Yeah, you look kind of dumb there, but it's okay.
Other quick video game questions since we're on it. Does anybody know who Spyro is?
No.
Okay.
What?
Spyro the
Sounds
Dragon
familiar.
or
Uh-uh.
Twisted Metal? Did you guys ever play Twisted Metal? No.
Can't say I did.
Like I said, I played a lot of Mario Kart Double Dash bro,
Spyro was
Mario
like
Kart on the
Crash
DS.
Bandicoot.
on the GameCube.
But it was a
You guys-
dragon.
You ever play GameCube?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, GameCube. I didn't like GameCube.
I love
Dream
GameCube.
Dreamcast was the best, and then it only lasted like 2 years. Then they stopped making it.
I'm
The
not
whole
familiar
system.
with their. I'm not familiar with their game.
Virtua Fighter, the original NBA 2K, NFL 2K was only on Dreamcast
Interesting.
in 2000. That's when it actually came out.
Yeah, it would explain the 2K title.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was,
No. GameCube was where I made my money. And then I was a Wii kid, the Wii Sports Resort. Big time. Yeah.
Respectable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick, thank you so much for coming on and chopping it up with us about
Yeah.
lots of different things.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, super
Big
appreciative
time,
of this
Nik
episode.
Mains.
yeah, big time Nik Mains.
Yep.
Yeah, basketball season right around the corner, so I will
Yeah.
be seeing Nick soon.
Yes, you will.
Me too.
Oh yeah. Am
Yeah, that's a matchup we need to mark
Yeah.
on the calendar.
I'll be there.
Dang,
good.
I wish I
Sure.
could be there for that one. That's a great one. Oh, that's exciting. But once again, everybody, thank you for listening in. Is this episode 12?
Yeah.
Moving up, episode 12, big time. But we're happy to keep getting these out for you guys. Appreciate all our listeners. And as always, these are your favorite walk-ons, and we're walking out.